You're listening to the Davey Mac Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up, 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Oh, my.
On riotcast.com. And here's your host, Dave McDonald.
That's right. Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's much more like it.
Sorry I was laughing during the intro.
Well, if people only knew what we talked about with seconds to spare, it's just not good. But anyway, listen, jerk booths, Times Square, handies, Pepper and I jizzing in each other's eyes. It's just not necessary for the people at home to hear that.
No, not at all.
That type of talk.
Well, you just told me.
My name is Eastside Dave. They call me Davey Mac. They call me the Sports Master.
Sports Master. Yay. Yeah.
With me, as always, Chris Papistan.
That's me. Yes.
We also have the Master Engineer Extraordinaire. He's killing it every single week on the buttons. Shadow Donner. And the music man, the melody maker, the dream bonafire, Roy Schaefer.
Roy. It's Roy.
That's right.
Roy.
With the new album, Adi Clone, Roy Schaefer and Sherwin Sleeves just destroying it. Adi Clone now available on your iTunes. Pick it up immediately. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Dave. Sports.
Oh, you know what? So much to do and so little time, Peppy Hamburger.
Just an hour.
No. Just 3 hours today.
It's 3 hours tonight?
We're going to give them a triple special
All right.
tonight,
Let's do it.
live on the air. Now, I don't know if you heard, Pepper, but Derek Jeter has broken his neck and may have cancer.
What?
And something is wrong. He is now out until at least July,
Oh, my God.
possibly longer.
I heard he has Derek Jeter's disease.
Bam! See that? He
I hope
might.
not. What, getting massive amounts of pussy and money?
That's right. So?
It's a good thing.
Yeah, give me some Derek Jeter disease, baby. At least the money part. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Derek Jeter. Yeah, he's
This is
sidelined.
terrible news.
The New York Yankees captain out diagnosed with a small crack in his surgically repaired left ankle. So that's it for the Yankees for this year.
This looks good for me because before the season started, I said they don't break 500.
Yeah, you're right. Now, as we speak, as we're doing this show, they're 8-5, playing the Arizona Diamondbacks Thursday night. But they're actually they were started 1-4. They've won 7 of their last 8 games.
Yeah.
Now, granted, most of those teams were schmizbo teams.
It's a mirage.
Yeah, I mean,
And after every Sabathia start in the papers, it's he doesn't have it anymore, but he's
still fat. He's still really fat, and he still likes Captain Crunch.
He's learning to age as a picture.
If I hear-
God.
Yeah, that means it's over. that means another Yankee contract where they have 7 years of $200 million on the table.
That they're going to see every dime of.
I can't stand it anymore. Later on in the show, Roy Schaefer and I have prepared a musical masterpiece that we came up with the melody, lyrics, and the music all ourselves.
Is it an original?
It's an original
This is exciting.
song.
This is exciting.
And people are going to flip. So does this bury the Yankees? They have, I'll tell you what. that little weasel, and I mean that literally, that Yankees general manager Brian Cashman looks like a weasel or a ferret. Some kind of
freakish.
marmot, if you will. Something. He's got the weird big eyes and the small mouth and the
bulbous head.
Yeah. It looks like they would throw, like the nihilists would throw Brian Cashman into the bathtub when Jeff Bridges is trying to smoke some pots, trying to smoke a doobie, baby, and chill out to whale sounds, which is what he was listening to. I love the fact that the Big Lebowski, or the dude, I should say, still had that little Walkman type thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's old school.
Talk about a weird type of deal. You know, that movie came out, I believe, in 98.
Yeah.
And yet it's a period piece. Because we forget the movie is supposed to be taking place in 91.
Yeah, he writes a check.
With George Bush.
For September 11th.
That's my favorite part in the whole movie. It happens in the first 30 seconds. He writes a check for $1.12 for milk. But, yeah, so, like, you don't see period pieces where it's like, hey, yeah, this happened 3 years ago.
That was brilliant.
Oh, well, listen. Are the Coen brothers ever not brilliant?
No.
Answer is yes. Lady Killers.
No, that was my
Sorry,
favorite. That's
dog.
my favorite one.
Even Tom Hanks is like, Lady Killers sucked.
That was on point.
I saw that movie, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to see the new Coen Brothers movie. I can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome. I'm a Tom Hanks fan. And then there was a Wayans brother in the film.
That
and I'm
was
like,
weird.
why would there be a Wayans brother in a Coen Brothers movie, for Christ's sakes?
You know, weird casting sometimes just
And
don't work
it
out.
was the Marlon, too.
Yeah,
Marlon Wayans.
He was good in Requiem.
I've never saw. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never saw Requiem
Oh,
for a
Requiem
Dream?
for a Dream. I saw it once, but I was on all kinds of mushrooms, dog.
That's not a movie to watch when you're on mushrooms.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. I want to jump through the goddamn window.
Yeah, you should be watching that sober. It's a downer.
I was not happy with my decision.
You didn't like the ass-to-ass weird...
Yeah, I did have a lot of,
Montage.
I guess, other movies in my collection at that point, or maybe it was on HBO.
Estes.
That's right. Yeah, Roy. Bring in the techno music.
So we say acid.
Are we talking about Requiem for a Dream or Jersey Shore? Because I'm pretty sure you just had the goddamn nightclub music that Snooki was pounding to. Anyway, so that's what's going on. But, yeah, I mean, listen. Like I was saying, Brian Cashman, he's turned it around a little bit. All his guys, Travis Hafner, had a huge home run last night. Euclid has performed. Vernon Wells, who I expected nothing from, has done a good job.
Cano hit a bomb the other night.
Cano, but we know Cano is great. I'm just
yeah.
talking about Cashman's
I gotcha.
sort of what looked at shady type of here's another
Patches and Band-Aids.
The one thing Brian Cashman knows how to grab is those over the hill stars. It's actually a talent because they come to the Yankees. They're good for approximately 1 year, a la Raul Ibanez last year, and Cashman's learned. And that will be it. They will be a nice contributor for that 1 year, and then bye-bye.
That's what they have left in the tank.
How much do you have left in the tank, Peppy Hamburger?
0.
You seem very much on fuel today.
Thank you.
I mean, like, out of fuel?
Unleaded fuel.
On
diesel?
Yeah, on steam? What am I
Running on empty.
What's the word I'm looking
running
for?
on
Running on
Fumes!
empty.
Thank you, Sean O.
so it was an
15
ins-
points.
It was an insult.
15 points for Sean O. Fumes.
Well, see, last night I passed out 8 o'clock.
What happened?
Oh, I just passed out 8 o'clock, slept at 2 in the morning. And I
Passed out, glug, glug, glug
No,
style?
no glugging, no.
BS, right? Do you believe him, Roy Schaaf?
Not a word.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad everyone hates me here.
I believe you, Pepper.
Thanks, Sean.
I always pass out at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right, you do.
Glug,
And
glug,
that's
glug.
why you missed your stop 3 out of every 4 days.
Well,
I swear, the one Groundhog's Day store that Sean O has is missed my goddamn stop in Long Island again. I practically wound up in Connecticut. I don't know how it happened. I'm like, you told me the same story on Tuesday.
You drink 15 beers a day.
At some point, you're becoming, Nick Cage and leaving Las Vegas over here.
those damn conductors don't wake me up.
They're not your butler.
Not their job.
Should check my ticket, shouldn't they?
No. What
They
is this?
know you.
Is this Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? No ticket. Come on, Sean. I'm just looking out for you. I don't want you to get robbed
you.
in Connecticut,
Appreciate that.
A lot of stuff goes down.
Oh, so bad over there.
Newtown goes down in Connecticut.
That was a one-time thing.
Pepper cops, lots of, sometimes in Connecticut.
Cheaper up
In
though.
New Haven,
Never
right?
mind. No, what?
Right? In New Haven? New Haven, Connecticut! Land of the free! Home of the brave, right? So, my friend Jason
Oh,
Ruffin is calling.
Ruffian.
One third of the
Ruffian.
Cuertos. I should take the call, but I can't. And I was doing things in this stall with my girl, And then the cop came in, and he goes, hooba, hooba, hooda. Remember that? Because he can't do what I can do without getting up without a gun, you know? Robbie Krieger on guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Pepper Densmore on drums, everybody. Sean Morrison on lead vocals. And of course, Roy Manzarek playing the keys. Come on, Roy! 5 and 1, baby, 1 and 5. No one here gets out alive, baby. You get yours, baby. I get mine. I get gonna win your tweakedaudio.com. Come on! Oh, the finest place to get your earbuds. tweakedaudio.com.
I love that website.
7 different kinds of earbuds.
If wood.
Designer, especially wood. We seem to bring the wood kind up every single week.
Well, it's your favorite, Dave.
Yeah, tweakedaudio.com is a sponsor of the Davey Mac Sports Program and Riotcast.
It's the only thing I listen to my music through.
So buy your earbuds from tweakedaudio.com.
Is there any sort of promo code I could use?
You can use the promo code Davey, baby. D-A-V-E-Y.
And what kind of promotion do I get off that?
33%. That equates to a third if you talk fraction speak.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, and then he took out a can of mace, right? And he bleeping blinded me. Yeah. So I pushed him back. Yeah.
Were your earbuds still in?
Yeah, my earbuds. Oh, God.
Tweaked Audio.
And then I was wearing a football jersey saying poetry into the microphone. That was towards the end of the Doors movie. I didn't know Jim Morrison was a football fan.
Loved it.
Looked like it was an Ohio State jersey or something.
I think it was a Raiders jersey.
Yeah, Jim Morrison loved the Raiders, baby. Raider Nation. Come on.
Madden, baby.
Oh. This is the end. Yeah, I know it's 2 different songs, but you know. Speaking of John Madden, so upset to hear that John Madden is fatter than ever and still
That's That's what you're upset about.
Oh, and yeah, his longtime partner Pat Summerall also died.
Thank you, Dave.
But John Madden, so fat he can barely speak. I'm worried about the guy. I heard him call up Chris Mad Dog Russo on Sirius XM.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was like, I don't know why they give so much money to Joe Flacco.
Was he talking smack?
That's what he sounded like. You know, I mean, eventually someone's got to check up on John.
He's
and
old.
say
He's
enough
old.
enough with the gravy already, pal.
Listen, he's gonna live his life however he wants.
During Halloween, John Madden just gives pieces of candy corn with gravy on them. It's disgusting.
No, it sounds better than regular candy corn.
You don't like candy corn?
No.
You are such a Nazi, pal. You're such a socialist, commie, nihilist Nazi
Those
piece
are
of
all
garbage.
things that don't like each other.
Yeah, I'm sick of it, man. Candy corn's great. Roy Schaefer?
Love it.
Sean O.
That's okay.
Everyone hates me here. Again.
What's this song? Is this a song about candy corn?
It is now.
Well, you put it in your mouth and you swallow it down. Yeah.
No.
It's candy corn. It's the kind you like. Yeah. Well, you go to the old man's house and he had some candy corn. Got some jizz on it. Yeah.
Cummy candy corn.
Anyway, John Madden's longtime partner, as I said, Pat Summerall died, and I'm upset because Pat Summerall, you could make a case that Pat Summerall and John Madden aren't just the greatest sports football broadcasting team. They might be the best sports broadcasting team. What do you think about that, Pepper?
Without a doubt, they are. Because actually, I mean, Summerall was good, but I'm more of a Madden guy.
I mean, yeah, but Pat Summerall was he allowed John Madden to
Yes.
Abbott and Costello. He was the perfect straight man to let John Madden do his here's a hot dog and hey, look at this guy over here. Look, he's chomping down. They must have had just, every single time one team got, say the 49ers got up 17 points on the Cowboys. And they're like, okay, John, you got to do your crowd work. The guy was like the Rich Voss of goddamn NFL broadcasters. And they, okay. And they just show some guy with like a rainbow wig. Look at that guy. You think that's his real hair?
Yeah, he destroyed people.
Pat
He was
Summerall.
amazing.
I don't know, John. I really miss booze. I really, really do. John, Pat Summerall used to love boozing with Mickey Mantle. That was one of
I
his
didn't know
little
that.
pals. Yeah. He used to be
That's
at that
awesome.
Toots Shores place.
So he must have been hardcore.
Anyone who hung out. Well, let's just. The buddies were Pat Summerall, Mickey Mantle, and Billy Martin.
Okay.
One died in a car crash with drunk driving on Christmas Eve, Billy. Mickey, of course, the
Drank his way
liver
through liver
problems, and the second liver, too, that he got. And Pat Summerall, barely made it. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but he straightened out. He straightened out and
He had a
made it.
transplant too.
Yeah, he did a great job. But Pat Summerall was, when I was a kid, I used to think that Pat Summerall and John Madden were the Giants' home announcers because during the Parcells years, when the Giants were great, it always seemed like the Giants were the national game. I didn't recognize it as here's the national game with the A team broadcasting. I just thought, it's John Madden, Pat Summerall were the Giants announcers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if they were on location to do, say, like a Redskins-Cowboys game, they would have a couple other schmizbos in there. And you're like, what the hell happened to John and Pat? Who the hell are these guys? It'd be like if there was no Davey Mac, if Dave and Pepper weren't doing Davey Mac Sports Program and there's Roy Schaefer and Sean O chatting to you about the world of sports. Like this, for instance.
You hear about Pat Summerall dying?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
What do you mean it was cool?
Oh my God.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's the way I felt as a child when
What?
Madden and Summerall wouldn't work the game. Just like that. Saying inappropriate things, as Roy Schaefer just said. I could smell the pot. It was always Sunday, so we would always have a nice pot roast going.
That was your
mashed
Sunday meal?
potatoes, always. A little, red horseradish was
red
going there.
cabbage,
Red cabbage, all of it.
That's a German dish.
Yeah.
Corn.
Yeah.
We got some corn going on there.
Nice.
Corn.
Candy
I
corn.
remember.
Cream corn?
I remember maybe there was some whiskey going on. Being drunk by a 6-year-old version of myself.
Yeah, as a child you were.
I then remember wetting my pants one time during a Giants game, and then I remember my brothers pointing and laughing at me because the Giants scored a touchdown, and then there was wet urine all over the front of my little sweatpants.
Oh.
And then I remember later on, I had my mom gave me the plate of pot roast, and I dropped it on the floor accidentally. And it shattered on the ground, and the pot roast went everywhere. It went on the dog, and I pissed myself again. And the brothers pointing and laughing. Now I think about it, Pat Summerall was like the announcer of my nightmares. I hope you're burning in hell, Pat Summerall.
Whoa! Just because you pissed yourself a few times doesn't make Pat Summerall
A
a bad
few.
guy.
It was every Sunday.
That's your problem, not Pat's.
Goddamn right it was. Terrible bladder control, dog. Still have it too. Sometimes I piss myself just a little bit. Just a little bit to know you haven't escaped from your bedwetting.
But it dries up. It's not like a noticeable.
It dries up. It dries up.
That's good.
Dries up on my dick. So we have 2 clips of Pat Summerall at his best. And the great thing is of how little Pat Summerall talks. I actually looked up a bunch of these clips and stuff. And Pat Summerall will literally be like, he throws, touchdown. And then it's literally 2 minutes of crowd noise. But we're going to
Well,
have
do you need anything more than
in
that?
the email that I sent, the show prep email.
Yeah, I got a Danica Patrick thing.
No,
and
the one
Francesca
that
Rivas.
I sent.
Yeah, you sent out all those. Emails.
The original one. Here, I'll give it to you again.
Okay.
Okay,
Give it
that's
to
how
him.
good.
Give it
that's
to him, Davey
That's
Mac.
how nice I am.
Give it to him.
Okay, hold on.
I heard Kobe's going to the Nets. Is there any truth to that?
Kobe's going to Brooklyn?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. hold on. I don't know. I just sent it again. It's like it's a little bit down. But Pat Summerall also did he did the Masters. He did your favorite thing, U.S. Open tennis.
Love it.
Yeah, the first clip, Sean, go like 55 seconds in.
He was a knowledgeable drunkard and a professional broadcaster.
He was he's arguably one of the best play-by-play guys of all time. Now, we did leave out Mr. Howard Cosell and that Monday Night Football team, which was, absolutely huge.
Listen, Summerall made that racist Cassell look like garbage.
That's true. Howard Cosell called a football player a monkey one time. And yes, Roy, he was a black fellow. And he said, look at that running
Stop
back.
it.
He said, look at that running back. Eat those bananas. And he says, I bet you that running back can't swim. And his analyst buddy, his partner there was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then Cosell's like, we should put a burning cross on that running back's
Here,
lung.
check out this hood, dude.
Look at the chicken running out of the mouth of that running back. And I bet you want some grape soda. It was just inappropriate. Pat Summerall never had that.
No.
You're right.
He loved.
He was like the
The
Hunter
black.
S. Thompson of announcers.
He loved the black man.
Yeah, he loved blacks. Okay, here is Pat Summerall with this is let's see, Matt Barr. This is Matt Barr kicking the Giants past the 49ers in the NFC Championship 1990. Here you go.
But Matt Barr's a veteran. You know, I mean, he's a guy.
That's Madden, of course.
He wrote on
Here
a
we go.
book for me one time. He signed a guest book, and he wrote journeyman kicker, 13-year veteran. So he's been in a lot of these situations.
He also wrote one time,
Listen to that.
I'm not just a kicker, I'm a player.
Listen to that. I'm getting goosebumps.
And the kick is good.
Listen to no talking.
It's fine. Just let him celebrate.
Listen to this.
There will be no three-peat.
Go to Allison.
You want to talk about
The Giants win it 15-13.
I think I could do that.
You want to talk about a minimalist approach,
Yeah.
but that, in a way, that if this was right now, Joe Buck would be talking all over that.
Yeah.
And by the way, he was a TV announcer. You see all the people. You see the Giants going nuts. That
not
was
radio.
He realized it.
in San Francisco. The crowd noise is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing broadcasting. And then here's just a little piece of the Giants again. And yes, it's a coincidence that I chose two Giants clips.
Just want to feel good, Dave. That's
This
all.
was the Giants and Cowboys playing for the division last game of the year in 1993. I think it's right underneath the other one. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Sean.
The new year is just 37 hours old, yet the game of the year has already arrived. Traditionally, the Super Bowl comes after the playoffs, but oftentimes tradition takes a backseat to reality. Today's victor will have the upper hand on the road to the championship. The loser's path will be far more difficult.
Goosebumps.
So while some of us are still sorting out how to implement our New Year's resolutions, the Cowboys and the Giants are going to waste no time realizing theirs. They'll play their own Super Bowl this afternoon.
Yeah! Come on! Oh!
Badass.
It doesn't get better than that. I mean, I want to jump out of a building right now. I want to find out who bombed those people in Boston and stomp their goddamn heads in.
Yeah, let's go to
I'm
Boston.
so
Let's
jacked up.
Let's find him.
I'm going to go to Boston right now. I'm going to find those two Unabombers. I'm going to tie their dicks together and blow them up with dynamite. How does that feel?
Bad.
Dicks.
Bad.
Your dicks aren't going to feel good. I was thinking about this, too. They need to stop with the death penalty in America. And before you think I'm some carping liberal,
Wait a minute.
I'm not. They need to televise. They need to, for instance, if they find these two guys, or they find, or the kid with the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting, so on and so forth, the kid in Newtown.
Yeah.
They need to, and I'm not even, this is not a joke, televise this and chop their dicks off live on television.
okay, I'm
and
agreeing.
then stay out of the room and let them die the most painful, awful death a man could possibly have.
Ridiculous death.
And they would just be bleeding out.
Yeah.
That's it. You keep it on TV. You put it on HBO signature if you want. Wow. So plenty of cursing's allowed. Yeah. And you just let him bleed out. If it takes 72 hours, it takes 72 goddamn hours.
It would be pay-per-view. I think it wouldn't be like a HBO.
I'll pay. I will pay more than I would pay for Mayweather Pacquiao if they're going to pay-per-view that.
That'll be $75 once that never
That's fine.
materializes.
I will pay $75 easy.
I'd split that with you.
Oh my God! It would just be. That's what they need to do, because I was thinking that even if someone wants to put their names in paper, then they're fine. Oh, I get the death penalty. I get a little injection. I fall asleep.
Yeah.
No one wants a painful death, and no male wants anything remotely near their dicks. The other day, I sat down at this very desk and hit my dick on it. I wanted someone to take a shotgun to my head. I was writhing in pain.
Yeah,
Imagine if someone chopped your penis off, Peppy.
That's cruel and unusual. See, that's why it won't happen.
Let's do it, Pep. Let's at least staple it.
No.
Let's do a stunt, a radio stunt right now.
Staple my cock?
Yeah, like, I think I heard this on a radio show somewhere, but like people were taking staples.
Yeah.
But we'll take, a staple to the
Cock.
Yeah,
Cock
exactly.
staples, yeah.
You like that idea?
I think it's the best idea you've ever had.
I'm serious about it, though. If we showed punishment, I mean, that's not capital punishment. That's just a capital death, capital ending. If we showed capital punishment, no one's going to be jerking around, jerking off on the bus from New Jersey, from the Lincroft bus station to the Port Authority.
That's not
and then in the bathroom of the Academy bus line. Because they take their cell phone, they have UJIS on it, and they jerk off because it's a long hour, 15 minutes, and they have to bide some time.
Get the jacket.
And then maybe they don't jizz because it's too bumpy, so they get off. They go into the Port Authority bathroom, which smells like homeless feces. But so what? You still gotta jerk it because you still got that cum in there, right? Have you ever done that? I know someone who has. They're sitting in this very room.
I know it's you.
You knew that?
Yeah.
16 points for Pepper.
I get points for that. Well, then I'm happy.
So I'm just so bummed out at Pat Summerall. I mean, what the hell, Pat?
Just start drinking because of it.
I might.
You have any Unicum left?
I'm drinking water tonight. I wish I had some. Oh, I don't know where the hell that Unicum went.
It's here.
Is it?
Get
Pepper, but no, I'm all right. Pepper bought me a big thing of or a little thing, a Unicum, and this was liquor from. That's the actual name of it, people. I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
And
Tiny
that it's liquor from
Hungary.
From Hungary.
I still got it in the cabinet up front.
Why don't you take some? Fall off that wagon.
Oh, Jesus. I'll never drink that stuff ever again. My Unicum days are over.
It's sad to hear that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really good. I mean, it was like it was like Jägermeister, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
I haven't had Jägermeister in years,
but-
and that's like a college drink, for Christ's sakes.
Or just right out.
Let's get shots of Jaeger, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Come on, baby.
Hey, bro.
Do some Jaeger and some Coors Lights. I'm like, you guys this is a pussy party, man. you come to you party with the Dave, man. It's called 340s of Crazy Horse. Right?
Yeah.
You're talking.
I love the
Well,
Crazy
it's
Horse.
Crazy Stallion now. They changed the name years ago.
Oh, it is. And then there was this thing I could buy in the Bronx when I was going to Fordham called Cisco. Did you ever drink that?
Dude, I've
They
plenty
stopped.
of Cisco.
They stopped making it.
No,
right?
they still make it. You can still get it in like hood.
That's why I said the Bronx.
Yeah, in hood liquor stores you can still get
Yeah,
it. It's
okay.
it's fortified wine.
Yeah. It's
Oh
fine.
my
Yeah.
god! But I mean, it literally had a trippy aspect to it, where
Yeah.
you drank like 3 or 4 Ciscos and you were practically tripping.
It's not a regular drunk.
no, it's crazy.
It makes you crazy.
yeah, it makes you nuts. Like
It
you
does
know,
it.
like an Edgar Allan Poe high, where
don't-
you're just like stumbling in a gutter in Baltimore.
They say it's 14% alcohol in the bottle, but there's no way it can be that.
It's not even about the percentage.
You
it's,
drink
it's
a fifth
about
of that and you are blasted off your face.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is.
antifreeze.
Yeah, well, I would buy 6, and I could only get through like 4 before I was like, you know what? I feel like decapitating a homeless man and drinking his blood. I don't know. Is anyone who else wants to do that? Right? Yeah. Before we go to White Castle, gang, and I would be the only one who bought Cisco because I had no money.
Yeah, it was like $2 for a fifth of it.
Like I'll be honest, my parents would give me money, but I would spend it all practically in the first weekend, and they would have no money for the rest of the month. So I'd have to find $1 here, $1 there, and you get these like Cisco's for $2.50. So for $8, I would just get so whacked out.
Yeah, blacked out. Vomiting.
I think I saw an Indian once and thought I was in the desert.
Yeah. It's terrible. They had to change the slogan. The slogan was, it takes you by surprise. So the FDA made them change it.
Oh,
because
yes, it did.
It was too true.
Even like the 7th or 8th time I drank Cisco, I was like, God damn, this is taking me by surprise. I feel like burning a baby. I really do.
Didn't expect to get arrested again.
I'm on Cisco, officer.
Oh, never mind.
By the way, officer, why do you have 3 heads?
Awful alcohol.
Roy, did
Yes,
you want to
David?
play the song that I teased because I feel like we should play it for everyone.
Sure, Dave.
I want to lay down beside you. Oh, yeah. I want to hold your body close to mine.
You guys wrote this, huh?
Yeah. Like a grape that grows ripe in the sunshine.
You wrote it about each other?
Mm-hmm. There comes a time when we must sip some wine.
This is a band song.
I can tell by looking that you're not mine, girl. Oh yeah, baby. And I believe everything I told you was true. Roy, you take this next line. Close your eyes.
Oh, I don't know the words.
We wrote that down too. We wrote that part down.
Kind of lazy.
Let your thoughts remain here inside this room.
Maybe it's meta.
Here comes the chorus. Ready?
Chorus time.
1, 2, 3, 4, go.
We must sip the wine. We must sip the wine.
Everybody, come on, here we
Come
go.
on, Peppa. And we must sip the wine
The Cisco, right?
Together.
Oh,
Is that a note to Cisco?
And when I was actually when I was writing that song, I was playing it for my little friend Martin. He has a beard. He's a filmmaker.
I saw
and
you
I saw. Yeah, I
pull your
said.
hat down low.
I said, Martin. I know you just came off of Taxi Driver, but let me tell you something, my friend. This is going to be the new hit song on the Davey Mac Sports Program. Now, he seemed very coked up at the time when I was telling him that.
Lucky.
Very coked up. Okay, pal? You know, in The Last Waltz, Scorsese, that was at his absolute height of
Yeah.
coked upness.
That's my favorite.
He was
favorite
freaked
scene in the whole movie.
out.
That's
Yeah,
my favorite
isn't that the best?
The best scene. Pulls down his
Yeah.
hat. And he's
Rick
like,
Danko of the band. It's not a band song. It's Rick Danko of the band. It's his solo song
his
by Rick
first
Danko.
solo song, yeah.
And it's just an absolute gorgeous song. And I'm happy that Rick took Roy's and mine's lyrics and music.
You guys say money off that?
and made it into $3 million, right? Right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, Pepper,
Yeah, Dave.
the NBA playoffs are here.
It's crazy. It's crazy now. We've been waiting for this since finally.
I've been waiting this since 1971.
I know. That was your year, too.
All right? That was when everything was going on. And I'm telling you something here. I have a sleeper team that's going to win the NBA Finals. No, it's not the Miami Heat.
Who is it?
Nope, it's not the Oklahoma City Thunder.
What?
Spurs?
Nope, it's not the San Antonio Spurs.
Bulls?
Not the Chicago Bulls.
Nets?
Not the Brooklyn Nets.
Who is it then?
Come on.
The Knicks?
Not the New York Knickerbockers.
Clippers?
Not the LA Clippers.
Hawks?
Nope, definitely not the Atlanta Hawks.
All right, we give up. Well, who is it?
Come on, keep guessing.
The Raiders?
Not the Oakland Raiders, that's for sure.
The Yankees.
Nope. Come on,
The
Pepper.
Harlem Globetrotters?
No, come on. Give me a real guess. Come on.
The Bucks in the.
Not the Milwaukee Bucks. Good one though.
How many teams have we named?
The Lakers?
Not the Los Angeles Lakers. Good guess though.
Thank you.
The Orlando Magic.
Celtics.
Nope, not the Boston Celtics.
Who else?
It was okay. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It was a trick question. I had no team.
Don't clap for him.
I thought it was a nice segment.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how many teams you guys could name, and he did pretty well.
I got most of them.
It was good. It was good. You failed to mention the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I feel like an idiot.
That's ESPN. ESPN, the magazine, or was it Sports Illustrated? No, I think it was ESPN. The magazine said,
ESPN magazine.
look at the Denver Nuggets. You don't know.
Denver Nuggets.
Will you just keep quiet, music boy?
No way the Nuggets.
You tap the goddamn keyboard.
All right,
We have to write Sip the Wine Part 2.
No way the Nuggets are winning this.
Third seed
They're fun
in the
to
West.
watch.
Third seed in the West, and all they do is drive to the hoop.
I know.
You know?
They rock it in the paint. They're just dominating it.
So, 2 New York playoff games on the same day on Saturday.
Exciting.
Knicks Celtics at 3:30, and Nets Bulls, I believe, at 8 o'clock. That's pretty awesome.
That's great.
You know, Michael Jordan even calls New York City the Mecca of basketball and says the Garden is the absolute zenith of the Mecca of basketball. So when you have 2 New York, obviously this is the first year the Nets are in Brooklyn, 2 New York teams in the playoffs with good seeding. Knicks seeded second, Nets are fourth. Out of 8 teams in the East, pretty goddamn good if you ask me.
Pretty goddamn great.
Pretty goddamn awesome.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, I try to get away from this gentleman.
Rasheed Wallace?
Oh, yeah, I try to get away from him. He's a very thuggy. He just retired.
I know. I'm sad.
Yeah,
I'm
Rasheed
sad about
Wallace.
that. He went to the second to last game of the season for 4
He
minutes.
said, this is silly. I'm done. He's one of these guys like, listen, if I'm going to play 2 minutes, forget it. Just good night. I'm going to take my suitcase and go back to
Holds the record for technical fouls.
wherever he's from. I believe it's called Weird Head Scabville.
I love him.
What the hell was that on the back of his head? Did
that
anyone
white
ever
mark?
get to deduce what that weird... Yeah, if anyone's seen the back of Rasheed Wallace's head...
I think it's like a birthmark.
Look it up,
It's
Shawno.
like scabies or something.
No, there's like a huge patch where there's no hair. People call it a bald spot, but it doesn't look like a bald spot. It looks like a big scab.
It's not a bald spot.
It looks like some weird thing that's going on, like a little weird Freddy Krueger burn thing that's happening with Rasheed Wallace.
The man can play basketball. That's
Oh,
for
he
sure.
was a great
Love him.
player. Most technical fouls in NBA history.
That's a great stat to have.
He was a very
By
angry.
far,
he
right?
was
I
very
think he's-
angry. He's a very angry man. Very
Love-
angry black man.
Love smoking weed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like smoking the doobie myself, Rasheed.
He loves smoking
Come
weed.
over to the smoke zone. Wonder if Rasheed Wallace likes a little Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel.
He might.
Live at Central Park, Daddy-O.
That's what you listen to.
That's what I listen to when I get high. I get a little... And I'm talking about the Central Park 1980 concert, not the Paul Simon thing in 1990 or 91.
According to the internet, it is a birthmark.
Like
Hey,
I just said. Thank you.
Doesn't look like a birthmark, though.
Yeah,
It
well,
looks
I
like
was
a
right
scab.
and you were wrong.
You know, you were right and I was wrong. So how about that?
Yeah.
Now, Ryan Lochte, there's a TMZ video where he was on the morning show in Philadelphia.
Was there a puppet involved?
I wish. No, that's why we're doing it, because there was no puppets or anything. But Ryan Lochte, here's a little clip of him, and the anchors kind of start chuckling because he's literally as dumb as rocks. I mean,
seems pretty
he
stupid.
cannot formulate thoughts. They ask him questions, and trust me, people, it's not a problem in the audio. He takes a long time
I can't
to
wait to see
think
this.
of the answers. Basic questions, too. So here we go.
What are you doing?
What am I not doing?
Okay.
I'm a lot different
Hold on,
than
pause
any
it right
other
off the
kind
bat.
of-
Right off the bat.
Wow.
Is he not the biggest douchebag in sports?
What is
He has to be.
What's he not doing?
He had. Yeah, we don't know because guess what? You're an Olympian. You mean nothing to us once the Olympics are over. Tough guy. You think anyone knows what Ryan Lochte is up to on a day-to-day basis? All right,
Is it
go
a
ahead.
reality show?
Go ahead. Yeah, this is what he's promoting.
All right.
And they're trying to get something out of him, like, what's going to happen on your reality show? What are we going to see? Okay.
I mean, there's so much more to me than swimming. And I like to go out and have fun, like to go dancing, hang out with my friends. I like doing fun stuff like playing basketball, skateboarding.
What kind of line could somebody say? What would get your attention? Oh, really?
Good question. My philosophy is if
That
you're a
was
man
not-
at night, you got to be a man in the morning.
I like that. I have a
That was
feeling my
not audio
co-host- that's what
buffering,
you do.
people. He just could. So what would be a line that gets you? Oh God! I hate questions.
That's a good question.
That's what's going on inside of his head.
Yeah,
he
inside
didn't even
his
say
head.
it out loud.
Help! Oh my brain battling brain. Words won't swim.
Yeah.
Butterfly. Butterfly.
It's all I know.
Backstroke. He just gets up and starts doing the backstroke. You're not in a pool, Ryan. I know. This is all I know how to do. Oh, yeah. And I like his exciting life. I like dancing with girls and
Skateboarding.
And I have
Hanging out with friends.
I speak a lot with anyone who's. That's like what like seventh grade girls write in the yearbook. What are your likes? Hanging out at the beach,
Going shopping.
sleepovers. Ryan Lochte literally is a 13-year-old girl. I hate him.
Well, I'm sure he's knows nothing but swimming. That's all. That's what makes up the core of his
I like
being.
swimming and
Swimming.
hanging out. Sometimes I like board games. This is hard. Interviews are hard. They need to do a Davey Mac and Pepper DeBergiac thing where they put a little earpiece and they have Pepper off microphone. Just say you like boning slots, dog. I like boning slots,
dog.
Just say you like the shit out of girls.
And your sister.
I like the shit out of my sister. Oh, God. All right. Sorry, Sean. I was trying to keep this one clean. I was. Anyway. Okay, keep going because here's
Right?
the
If you're a
anchors
man
about
at night, then you gotta be a man in the morning.
I mean, I was brushing my teeth and the camera was there. And I was like, what are you guys doing?
It's
On
a reality
shows,
show.
they follow you into
Stupid.
to the bathroom. So you have to tell them what you're doing.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a mirror with a sink, and then you have the bathroom.
Ryan, good luck to you. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Press play. He just had a hard time describing what a bathroom looks like.
He's like a punch drunk boxer.
There's a sink and a mirror, and on the sink, there's these two knobs.
Yeah, hot.
One says H.
That's hot water.
One says C.
Cold water.
And when I turn the one with H,
we know how it works.
I put my hand under it. I go, ow! It burns.
Did you swallow a bunch of chlorine?
And then I put my hand under the one with C, and it's like, this is chilly. There's also a toilet. Did I mention that in the
no,
bathroom?
But we know what's in the bathroom.
Okay.
Toilet, sink.
And there's a big, huge, it looks like a jar, but it fills up with water, and you sit in it. A what?
It's a tub.
Yeah, it's a water jar for humans.
It's like a small pool.
It's called
It's
tub.
what? Yeah. So I try to do backstrokes in my human water jar, but I never wind up going anywhere. It's too small, and you can't. I'll tell you what. Can't race anybody. Like, I couldn't have Michael Phelps over to my house and race him in my human water jar.
No.
It can only fit me. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's this other thing in the bathroom when I'm wet and I want to dry off. It's like I call it a cloth, and I wipe it on myself, and I get dry sometimes. It's like a blanket of some kind, but smaller than a blanket. It's like
washcloth,
a quilt,
towel.
something. Yeah.
This is painful. What are you doing?
I'm just making chewing noises now.
But you're not even eating.
Okay. Press play. Oh, yeah. The anchors.
Oh, my God. They're laughing at him.
They're laughing at him. And they put a picture of him in his Speedo, but they're just laughing.
Seriously, how are they going to get enough material?
Whoa.
I know, right?
What was the question that stumped him?
What a woman can say.
Oh,
what a woman can say.
I guess silence impresses him.
No, it's just a woman couldn't say anything. He is good looking.
I need to eat some oatmeal on that.
Yeah, he's hot, right, Pepe?
You're so going to get in trouble.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
Seriously, how are they going to put together like 20?
Yeah, that guy said it again. He's like, how are we going to get 12 episodes out of this guy?
He's got nice
But
pecs.
God bless you, E-Channel. You give every goddamn nitwit a goddamn reality show. What about the Davey Mac Sports Program? Why can't we get a reality show right now? Come on.
We're not a reality show.
Oh, yes, we are.
Damn right we are.
I was so mad at Pepper. He was supposed to cover my shift at the T-shirt store, and he went out and got junk.
Listen, I was just out on the boardwalk.
Yeah,
trying to
well,
get
you
my
always
swerve
do that.
on.
You
Get
changed,
my
bro.
Swerve on,
You
dude.
changed, bro.
Listen, we're making that money now. We're doing it nice.
You used to hang out.
I found new friends in the house.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much of a
And
dick Dave's turned
every
into.
single time with Pepper, it's GTS, baby. Jim Tanning Snort. That's the Chris Pepper Stanley thing, bro.
I'll do that on camera, Dave. Stop bringing it up.
Yeah.
God, he's a dick.
I can't believe Sheila, man. She's such a bitch.
DTF though, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, I have to look at the camera for any confessionals. What's going on with Sheila? Huh? Why is she such a bitch all the time?
I think she's on a rag, dude.
Screw you, Sheila. Okay, bitch.
We going to the spang room? God.
Thank God those shows. And I'm not going to say thank God that Shane from Buck Wild died, which I unfortunately did watch that show because, again, I was roped into.
I watched half an episode.
I was roped into that and Wicked Single or whatever the Jersey Shore Boston version is.
He seemed like that kid seemed like a nice guy.
Horribly boring though. No, I mean Shane. I mean, listen, yeah, but they're so contrived now.
Yeah.
There's so. I mean, and there's so many. Right? You look at the end credits. There's more writers for this than the goddamn David Letterman show. Thank you.
Yet it's really cheap to produce because none of those guys are getting paid anything.
Well, that's why there's reality show after reality show.
There's
It's incredibly cheap to produce.
A reality show that got profiled in the Post today. It's just rich 30-year-old girls who live off their parents on Long Island.
Yeah, the real skanks of Long Island.
Yep.
Is what it's called.
Yeah.
I can't believe my dad will give me money so I can go to the club and suck off a football player.
Dad, I want to suck off a football player.
Yeah.
I want to suck off Victor Cruz.
Yeah, I'll suck his little Dominican black cock.
Give it to me.
Come on. You could do that salsa all over my twat.
And my ass.
And my dick.
What?
Well, I mean, nothing.
Tranny daughters of Long Island.
I'm a hermaphrodite, Dad. Anyway, so that's our buddy Ryan Lochte. He's such a piece of garbage.
God, I wish we could get him on the show.
Get him on the Sirius XM show and just tell him that
What's
it's
up with your sister? Here's a puppet.
Tell him it's a no-holds-barred radio show, which means we get to beat him up, like with a 4x4 or something like that.
A crowbar or something.
I just find him to be maybe the most despicable person in sports right now.
Well, all right, did he talk a bunch of crap about Michael Phelps before going into?
Yeah, that's all
right?
he did.
Yeah.
Was like Michael Phelps is he's done. He's
I
over.
wonder who wrote those lines for him.
Oh yeah, and then he did go out. Remember the first race in the Olympics? He won the gold. Phelps didn't get a medal, and everyone's like, this loudmouth a-hole Ryan Lochte's going to be right. The next race, I think Phelps beats Lochte, and then every race after that, Phelps grabbed the gold every subsequent race, and Lochte didn't even do anything.
Knowing how dumb Lochte is, how much it must have pissed off Phelps that this kid was talking all this crap about him, because I'm sure he knew him. They were on the team
He
together.
hated him, and
Everyone should hate him.
And remember at the Olympics, his douchey little he wore a black person's gold grill on his mouth.
grill.
I guess
Well, it's not
black
a black
people
person.
don't.
Anyone can wear a grill, Dave.
anyone can wear it. You're right. But I mean, I think of like Lil Jon or Lil Wayne or one of the Lils.
Both of those guys.
Yeah, they're always wearing the grill, and it's like Ryan Lochte. What is this? What are you doing? He might as well got all Ted Denson out and put blackface on and start making fun of Whoopi Goldberg.
He's a tard.
I felt like it was racist. I think there's a lot of racism in that Lochte family.
Yeah, the sister hates Asian people.
Oh, yes, she does. Just ask a certain puppet who appears on the Sirius XM show. And not this program. No, sirree, Bob. Roy, that doesn't help things.
Sorry, Dave.
So anyway, NBA playoffs, all this stuff. What else? What else is happening, Pepe Hamburger?
So Tebow has a quarterback coach, and he says he's cured. He's made Tebow's arm better.
He's made him into a straight man?
No.
Is that what? He's cured him of his homo?
He's used Tai Chi to make his throwing arm better.
Yeah, that's great because Jackie Chan threw for 40 touchdowns last year.
It's like, because the Asians are such great football players.
What?
Yeah.
Tai Chi?
Tai Chi.
You know who I would ask instead of that guy? I know, Troy Aikman. How about Steve Young, a fellow lefty?
No,
I'm not going to be asking Tai Chi, man.
Tebow tried to get David Carradine to do this, but he's dead.
The Tim Tebow thing simply won't go away. And why have the Jets not released him? What are they waiting for?
All right, so they get this new general manager, Idzik, I believe. Yeah, Idzik. And he's supposed to be some salary cap genius or whatever. He hasn't made any moves, dumped anyone, or done a goddamn thing. The only thing he's done is keep Tebow, keep Sanchez, bring on Garrard, and not get rid of Revis.
The Jets are going to be another circus. Do they not understand this?
I think this guy's one and done. He hasn't done a damn
Well,
thing.
Rex Ryan, if
Rex Ryan's out, and
if they have another year, he is definitely.
they
gone.
are going to have another year. They don't have a running back or a quarterback or wide receiver.
Isn't it great to see Mark Sanchez just get destroyed week in and week out? That guy cannot throw enough interceptions or get sacked enough for me not to just kick up the old dogs and laugh and laugh.
Yet he's a millionaire, and he'll be a lifetime backup quarterback.
So what?
making more
I'm a millionaire.
No, you're not.
And I'm going to be a backup quarterback tomorrow for the San Diego Chargers. I got a tryout.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I think you should not go for backup. You should go for Phillip Rivers.
Maybe I will. I've never had an ACL. Phillip Rivers gets ACLs every 2 years.
San Diego's a nice place to live, though.
I wouldn't go near that with a 10-foot pole. Oh wait, if I'm trying out for the Chargers, I probably shouldn't say that.
Move there.
And then there's something else going on with the Padres. Speaking of San Diego,
The Padres CEO said it was Quinton was hit on purpose, and that it's a vendetta against him.
Against Carlos Quinton?
Against Carlos Quinton.
See, both the Padres nor the Dodgers understand that no one really cares about these two players.
They just cared about the brawl for that moment.
Barely. I mean, I'm a baseball fan. I know Carlos Quinton. He used to play for the White Sox, and he's got a very remember the game Bases Loaded for Nintendo?
Yeah.
He has one of those stances where it's a very awkward, weird, old school Nintendo video game stance.
That's how I stand when I play baseball.
That is?
Yeah.
And didn't you tell me you hit 0?
Yeah. 0 batting average.
Good
I used to walk a lot or get beaned.
Well, then you are like Carlos Quinton, actually. Anyway, and Zach Greinke used to be good, but he's not. He's also a mental case. He has bipolar. He's
Now
all
he has
over
what,
the place.
160 million.
100. And when we were discussing this, we were on the wonderful, the great Ron Fez show today, discussing that how and why do baseball players have guaranteed contracts? Because they get hurt. Zach Greinke takes time out to live for literally his mental disorder and was still getting paid $20 million.
I brought this up with Cano. The rumor was Cano turned down a $180 million contract, maybe 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
Before he signed with Jay-Z's people.
Right.
That was the rumor. Who knows if it's true or not?
Right.
I could see it being true.
I think it definitely was true. I think the Yankees themselves probably leaked it.
So a man turns down $180 million.
Yeah, it's
play on the Yankees.
It's shocking.
He's making more than every top prospect.
He wants 200. That's what he wants.
The top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. Are they making $180 million a year combined?
No, I mean, yeah. Well, he wasn't going to get $180 million.
I know, but just say the contract.
No, probably not. I mean, let's see. Flacco makes 20. Breeze makes 20. I mean, they're not because they make $20 million.
Then throw in the top 5 running backs. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, no running backs. Forget
Cano's getting that he's going to get that $180 million.
And literally, there's 52 guys on the NFL squad, and you're literally talking about only the quarterbacks getting that kind of money, and at that, the best quarterbacks. Yeah. So most quarterbacks don't get the $20 million. There's at least 24 major leaguers who make probably $17, $18 million. $18 million a year. And again, if they get hit on the knee and I'm out for the year,
done.
Show me the money though. It's goddamn wrong, is what it is.
You're right.
Do you think it's like a marketability thing? The fact there's only so many football games a year versus 162 baseball games a year?
I'm sure there's a part of that, but I just think that the NFL literally treats their guys like meat or like slaves, especially the black guys.
Whoa.
They certainly treat the black guys like slaves. Okay? They whip them, and they force them to do things,
call them names.
pick crops.
Stop.
No, but I mean, I think that I do think that I think the NFL owners are horrible people, except for my team, the football Giants. The Maras are Catholics, and they're fantastic. Thank you.
No, they're all terrible people, all of them. They're all bad. Oh, did you hear the Browns? The guy who bought the Browns last year bought them for $1 billion.
Hold on.
Wow.
Are we talking about the same Cleveland Browns that are in the National Football League, or is there another Cleveland Browns sporting fan? He paid $1 billion for the Browns.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
9 zeros.
For the Cleveland Browns. Okay, continue.
Yeah, less than a year after buying the Browns,
he said, "Oh shit, dog."
Well, yeah, he did because the feds raided his company that he made all his money on.
Oh yeah, and what was it? Some illegal?
I think it looks like kickbacks because his brother's like the mayor or the governor of Tennessee. it's just the Browns just have this cloud over them, destroying anyone that comes into contact with this franchise.
Well, the NFL should have known that this guy was dirty, especially when he was going to name the team the Cleveland Bertie Madoffs. Thank you.
What?
That was a good one, Dave.
Thanks, Sean. I want to lay down beside you. Thank you, everyone. I want to hold your dick in my teeth.
I knew that was coming.
Disgusting.
Squirt that cream. Have you ever? Hold on. You can keep the bed going. But do you ever read one of the Hustler short stories?
Oh yeah, all the time.
And they would never just say come. It was always he shot his cream all over me and the warm fizziness. I'm like,
his dude juice was. I rubbed his dude juice in my big tits.
Yeah.
I was
clipping
and quivering.
It would be more on my ripe cantaloupes. You're like, there's certainly a lot of food analogies.
My chest melons were drenched.
And his man sausage was ripe.
Anyone else want to get dinner?
Ew. Roy.
Yes, Dave.
My friend Rooster, who may be listening live, I suppose, or watching live on Ustream, says, what does Adi Clone mean? That's Roy Schaefer and Sherwin Sleeves' brand new album that's been heralded by critics as the greatest thing since the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's.
Doesn't mean a damn thing. It's actually a car part, but we're not allowed to tell people that.
Why aren't you allowed to tell people that?
I don't know. Me and Sharon said, let's not tell anyone what this thing
Well,
means.
you just told us.
Yeah, you just blew it up.
Well, why? You should have kept it a mystery. It would have been Lost. And then there would have been smoke monsters.
Not necessarily.
It can mean whatever you want it to mean, baby.
I told you I love Bone Setter. That's my favorite song on the album.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
I listen to that all the time.
Adi Clone.
While I'm in the bus jerking my pud.
Is that when the man liquid flies out of your hole?
Yeah, my man goo shot all over the place like a volcano for cum.
Erupting with
Anyway.
with my seed.
That's right, dogs. Well, it's another episode of Davey Mac Sports Program in the books. If you missed it, it'll be on riotcast.com and iTunes in whatever, an hour or two. Let's see. Listen to us on SiriusXM for the live version, separate show, SiriusXM on the Opie and Anthony Channel 7 Eastern. Eastside Dave, Chris Pepper Stanley, Roy Schaefer, shut up. Good night.
Mm-hmm.